All right, everyone, good afternoon and welcome back to the UAE Careers Community Annual Careers Fair. For those of you who have just joined us, the UAE Careers Community is a community of individuals created to empower the youth with careers education in the UAE. The virtual fair taking place today is actually one of the many ways in which we try to make this happen. And if anyone in the audience is interested to learn more, do visit our website or feel free to contact us. We'll be kicking off 2 o'clock today with Canadian applications by Siddharth Shrivastav and his team at IDP. As a quick introduction, Siddharth is an education enthusiast with more than 10 years of experience in the education sector, handling counseling, student recruitment, and business operations with knowledge of various markets like the USA, Canada, Ireland, the UK, Netherlands, Germany, and even New Zealand, to name a few. Siddharth is currently with IDP Education and is managing Canada and the United States as study destinations. Over to you, Siddharth.
So first of all, thank you, Shweta, and thanks to UA Careers Community for inviting me to this wonderful session. And I will keep it brief about Canada. I will not make it too long so that people have an opportunity to ask questions as well. So before kicking off, just to again, tell you about myself. My name is Siddharth, and I'm a counselor for Canada and USA here at IDP Dubai. I'm in this industry from a long time, maybe more than 10 years, and I've done my master's in business strategy from Dublin City University, Ireland. And I've been into recruitment and admissions officer in Dublin Business School before coming to Dubai. So today we'll be talking about various things. Maybe some of the agenda we'll be talking about is first we'll be talking about what exactly is IDP, how we help our students, what we do. Then we'll be talking about Canada as a destination, wherein we'll be speaking about the timelines, intakes, admissions requirement, documentation requirement, or the post-study work visa opportunities there. How does this all work? And then accordingly, at the end, I will take all your questions if there are any. So starting off, talking about IDP education. IDP education is a global leader. It is one of the world's biggest organization for higher education, and we help students in 6 different English-speaking destinations. One is USA, Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand. We are a 50-year-old company with 20 years of presence in Middle East market, and we have over 1,200 counselors based in more than 120 plus offices in various, maybe I think 30 countries. And we help a lot of students every year to go for their dream of achieving their careers in different destinations, mainly in 6 English-speaking destinations. Until now, maybe we have had more than 800,000 students across all these destinations. And just to let you know, IDP is also a co-owner of IELTS, means we are the co-owner of the largest accepted English proficiency test, which is accepted globally for from many countries to migrate even and to study as well. So we are a co-owner of IELTS. And just to let you know, the services we offer is absolutely free of cost. So we don't charge any single penny from our students to help in these destinations. Now, what we help you with? See, understand IDP provides a very wide range of support in this total overall journey. So we actually, I always say this, we help from scratch till the time you end up going to university. So we help you with the course and university counseling. We help you with the shortlisting of university with your profile, what you have. Then we also guide you on scholarships. We help you for your visa applications. We guide you on accommodation. And then when you have your offer letter or the visa, completely, and we help you for your pre-departure sessions as well, so that you know the country well you're going for. So further talking about Canada, now many times people come to me like, why Canada? See, there can be many reasons for many people. See, every people have their own reasoning for going to Canada, but some of the many good reasons I would say. See, first of all, it's a well-established country in world's leading study destinations, as a world leading study destinations. And Canada is a country which provides a very affordable education, and providing a quality education which is valued all around the world. So when you gain any education from Canada, it is a very valuable degree wherever you go across the world. And Canada was one of the first countries to offer something called as co-op, and that is what their USPs are. So Canada actually promotes experiential learning. So there are many countries who mainly focus on theoretical education, but Canada is a country which actually mainly tells you to get some experience and learn in that same education. And when you study in Canada, you get more than 2 years, or approximately 3 years of post study work visa when you graduate from your any course. It depends on the course you're graduating from. And in terms of safety, it is a very safe and welcoming country. And if you choose to study in Canada, you obviously encounter a very different cultural and natural experiences. So these are some of the educational levels students generally go for. Now, let's say for example you're a freshman student, means you're a high school student. You can generally go for your certificate or diploma courses. You can go for associate degrees, you can go for bachelor's degrees and bachelor's degree honors. These are the general courses after your high school. But if you're a graduate student, if you have already completed your undergraduate degree, then you generally go for post study postgraduate diploma. Some places it is called as graduate certificate, some places it is called as post baccalaureate, some places it is called as post study post bachelor diploma or post graduate. There are many names, but the content or the degree what you're getting is the same. And there are two types of masters generally in Canada. One is by thesis, and one is by course based, means taught program. So in thesis program, you generally get a supervisor and then you move ahead with your master's degree application. But in a taught program, which is non thesis, you are fine with direct applications. These are generally the levels in Canada. Moving ahead about the timelines. Now, see, understand. I always say this to everyone, every student I meet. See, Canada is not only competitive because of grades. Canada is competitive because of the number of applications. Okay. Now, let's say, for example, if you're going to any other country, if there is one course, there might be 100 applicants over that course. But if in Canada you are applying, in one course there might be in same level of course, same degree, there might be 500 applicants. So by default that application becomes competitive. So please remember that you have to apply on time so that you get accepted in any university of your choice, and obviously you apply your visa on time. See, and to go in Canada, you need at least 3 months of visa buffer time. So visa generally takes around I would say 8 to 10 weeks. During COVID time, it was taking even 12 to 15 weeks as well, but now it is back to normal. So 8 to 10 weeks, it's an average time. So you have to at least take a buffer of 3. So that is why it is very important for you to apply on time. Let's say if you're applying for September 2023 intake, so your application starts most probably by November or December this year. So 1 year prior our application starts. So accordingly, you have to plan your studies. Now, Siddharth, some of the documentation which is required. Now, I have collaborated whether it should be for PG or UG student. Depending upon your levels, you require the documentation, but almost more or less the documentation remains the same. So obviously, if you're applying at a PG, as a PG student, you require a degree certificate and provisional or either provisional degree, and your consolidated bachelor's mark sheet, semester-wise mark sheet. And if you're applying as a undergraduate students, you need your grade 12 and grade 10 certificate. So you have to show 4 years of progression. So basically you can show grade 9, 10, 11 and 12. If you're applying as a British curriculum student, then your grade 10 O levels, AS level and A level. If you're applying as a IBTP student, so your MYP, your MYP, IBTP year 1 and IBTP year 2 predicted grade. So all these documentation are academic documents. Now there are some documents which are deciding factor whether to give you. Let's say for example, I have two students with the same grades. Now how will I assess whether to take student A or student B? Then other documentation comes in place. So There where like work experience certificates come in place. You have to also show letter of recommendations from your academic and workplace both, if you're applying as a PG student, and if you're applying as a UG student, only from your academics. Now it actually helps institutions to make decision whether to give you admission or not to give you admission, because how good you are in your academics, how good student you were in your prior institutions is actually showed in your letter of recommendation. So it is very useful. Now personal statement is actually important to show your side of the story, why you want to go to Canada, why that specific institution you're targeting. So all those things comes in your personal statement. And obviously your CV will help them to arrange all those details in one place. And plus your identification documents, which is passport and visa copy. And IELTS is very important to show your English proficiency requirement. Now if you're applying as a sorry so if you're applying as a if you're applying for a architecture or design courses, then portfolio becomes very important for you as well. Moving ahead. Now, this is an opportunity given in Canada. So if you're international students in Canada, you can get working opportunity, part-time working opportunity of up to 20 hours per week. So if you're an international student and obviously have a crunch of finances, you can even work and earn your cost of living, at least your cost of living you can manage by your own as well. So in terms of time, 20 hours per week during your course hours and 40 hours per week during your holidays you can take care. Now coming on to internship and co-op opportunities, as I already told that internship and co-op opportunities one of the first which was started by Canadian institutions. So co-op actually is amalgamated in your courses, and generally your course duration doesn't increases, but your summer hours or either your between the vacations hours are calculated, and you have given the opportunity to work as well. So this actually helps you in many ways. This helps you in gaining some exposure in industry, and also to get some knowledge when you're going in the real life work experience. Moving ahead, post-study work visa. This is one of the I think Canada is one of the country to provide lengthiest post-study work visa after you graduate. So it depends on the duration of the course you're doing. So let's say if you're doing a PG diploma of 1 year, you get 1 year of post-study work visa. And if you're doing 1 year to 2.5 year, 2 years, so basically your duration of the course will give you the amount of post-study work visa. And if you do 2 or more years of course, then you get 3 years of post-study work visa. So generally all the bachelor student get 3 years of post-study work visa. These are some of the cost associated while studying in different levels and different courses in Canada. So if you're planning a bachelor's degree, your tuition fees will range you around 25 to 40,000. And I'm not talking about some very top universities like Toronto or UBC or Waterloo or McGill. So those will definitely be on a very high range, but an average will cost you around 25 to $40,000. And master's degree will approx cost you around 25 to $65,000 as well. Moving ahead. So I would be happy to take questions from our participants. So any questions, please let me know so that we can help you accordingly. So Shweta, is it possible for us to get student questions from the students, or hello?
Hi, Dr. Sir Shrivastav, Ruby here
Yes.
with you.
Hi.
So that's the end of your session, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the end of the
yeah.
session.
So that was a very informative session. And while we are waiting for the students to plug in their questions on the chat box, we would like to thank you for you taking the time off of your busy schedule and allotted some time for the UAE Careers Community Virtual
My pleasure.
Career Fair. Yeah.
My pleasure.
Okay, so let's just wait for more. 1 second. There is one student here, Miss Mansi. Wanted to know the IELTS scores again, and what
So
is the approximate fee for a bachelor's degree?
great. So, Mansi, thank you for putting that question. So, IELTS requirement is 6.5 overall, not less than 6 in any module. So, there are four areas: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Any area should not go below 6, and overall it should be 6.5. And approximate cost, as I told, depending on the university, an average range of 25 to 45,000 Canadian dollar you can expect as a tuition fees. Plus, there is an involvement of cost of living as well. So, approx 12,000 as the cost of living as well.
Is that for the entire completion of the course or just for
No,
a
it is
year?
for 1 year. For 1 year.
For 1 year. Okay, I hope that answered the question.
Yeah. I'm very happy to answer any more questions.
What about the jobs?
See, job opportunities are immense. Like we all agree, like, Canada is the second largest country in the world. So definitely there are immense job opportunities. And then we all know that Canada is calling people so that they take up the job. So immense job opportunity. No need to worry. Whether you go for any area, I think job is not an issue. Unless until you get your education properly and you score well.
Okay. Just a follow-up question on jobs. Will IDP be assisting on the, finding jobs for students, international
No,
students?
we don't help for jobs. See, we as a company, we help for education. We help for admissions. We don't help in finding the job. But just to answer this question, just to elaborate a bit, see, there is a career service department in all the institutions. There is no institution in Canada wherein they don't have career service department. So by default, career service department's job is to help you get the job. So institution by default helps you to get the job. So no need to worry.
Okay. Does that answer your question, Ms. Mansi? Sure. Also want to know on behalf of a student, will any university partnership provides accommodation exemptions?
Mansi, I'm not clear with the question. Are you saying that, is there any accommodation for free, or either any university provides accommodation? So not clear. No, no. So there is no free accommodation from any university. You have to pay for it. So all the accommodations are paid. No, whatever price is there on their website, you have to pay for that. So every university have their own accommodation, or sometimes they provide third party accommodation. So whatever prices is there for accommodation, they will charge you. See, scholarships is given on the tuition fee, not on the accommodation. So scholarships are given on the basis of your merit. Basically, if you score high, then you get high scholarship. If you don't score high, you don't get a good scholarship. So scholarship is given on the tuition fees, not on the accommodations. I hope that answers the question.
Okay, please.
Go for it. This is I think it's a byproduct. So if student is not able to, like, book the flights, we will help you. Not a problem. We will guide you on that. That is not a problem. Great.
Thank you, Ms. Mansi, for all the questions. And while waiting for the additional questions, again, thank you, Mr. Shrivastav, for taking the time off. And in
My
case
pleasure.
we receive any questions related to any IDP Canada visa application or studying in Canada, we will definitely reach out and forward any queries to you
Great.
for you to respond
That would be
post
great.
this session.
Nice. Nice. Very nice. Great. Thank you for having me here. I think that's all. Is there any questions left, or is it fine?
None so far. So as I've mentioned, in case we receive questions post the session, we will definitely reach out to you for further clarifications and answers.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Ruby.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.